Hi, you guys, it's Dara, and we are back in the kitchen. And many of us have been prepping, hopefully, to have some things in our cupboards in case things get weird during this coronavirus scare. Something that's really good to have on hand is any kind of beans, garbanzo beans, lentils. These are mung beans. These are split whole mung beans. You can use whole mung beans, but those need to be soaked. These I just rinsed. So I used a cup of these with 2.5 cups of water, put them together, bring it up to a boil, and then simmer for like 20 minutes. So mine are simmering right now. I'm going to check on them. So that's one part of it. And then the other part is, and I'm going to have to break this up so that you guys can see the counter. I have onions, I have chopped ginger, and I have lemon. Then I have, this is like my stash. This is a garlic stash. Hi, Patty. So what this is, Gage, remember Gage, who used to be with me in the kitchen all the time? He was over one day and he peeled an enormous amount of garlic cloves, put olive oil in here, put it in a pan and like cooked on very low for like 2 hours, and then poured it all into here, and it's been refrigerated and it can stay in the refrigerator for a long time. If I had my way, I would have done it with coconut oil, because for me, that's the best to cook with because it's a healthier oil to cook with. But either way, a titch of this isn't gonna hurt anybody, and it's so flavorful and delicious. So I will have garlic. I could do chopped turmeric. And the spices that I use, so basically what happens when you're making the dahl is an Indian dish, and it has to do with like lentils, peas, beans, and then it could be served with spinach, served with rice, and it could be a soup. It could be really thin, soupy, or it could be thick. And what happens is with this dish, you can put it in the refrigerator for like a week, and it thickens when it's in the refrigerator. So you can use it cold as a paste to put inside of a wrap. It's just got protein and it's fantastic. And I use something in it that reduces bloating, flatulence, gas. I know those are weird words. I don't like those words, but in any case, I'm using something called hing. This is the company. This is the one that I use. I got it at India Sweets and Spices on Venice Boulevard in Los Angeles. And this is called hing, H-I-N-G. That's the easier word. The other word is asoefetida. And this is the ingredient. It's kind of sulfury, and it comes from a root. It's like it's the resin from a root that's been dried and pulverized. And it's very sulfury. And you use just a little bit and it rounds out the flavor, and this is the thing that prevents bloating. So you can use it with like a broccoli dish or anything, certainly with beans. So I think it's kind of magic, and I love it so much. So the idea is, I also have mustard seeds, and you heat oil, coconut oil, and then you put in the mustard seeds, and it takes about 10 seconds for them to start popping. And then you can put in your onions and your ginger. You can put in, before you do your onions and ginger, you can put in cumin seeds and coriander. I don't have coriander and cumin up here right now. I have fresh coriander, fresh cilantro I'll use after. So I'm just gonna do the mustard seeds, then the ginger and the onions, and I'll add the hing after. So we're going to get out my favorite pan. I think I'll show you. Let's go look at the lentils. Ooh. Okay, so here's the lentils. There you go, we just give them a stir. I keep my oven on to warm the kitchen just a little bit. So we are going to, I need to hook up my other tripod so that we can see the counter and me at the same time. But you guys forgive me my trespassing. Thank you so much. And I want you to know that when I am doing my organic produce, I save the scraps in a little bowl, and then I have something underneath my sink that holds all of my organic produce scraps, and once a week, compostable LA picks them up and brings me a fresh bin, and it's just the best thing ever. And they bring my produce scraps to a farm in the valley, a farm with ducks. So I'm gonna save that. So now I'm going to get out my favorite pan. Well, it's not my favorite, but this is one of them. This is Demeyere, and this is my favorite cookware company, Demeyere. I love the quality. This is like the old days. This is like Maverick style. So we're gonna put this. I did so well today. I had a massive bag of cacao and I put it all in the fresh container, and all the containers are fresh and all the bags have rubber bands in my cabinets, and I feel very prepared. So something you can do for yourself during this time is clean out your cabinets, know where everything is, make love with your home. It's really important to create a home that feels so good right now, because we all have to stay in. And so air and sage and light, and just clean out what doesn't belong and move just a little bit the things that do belong but maybe need a little bit of attention and love, and it will feel so good. So now I'm going to put some coconut oil. Are you coconut oil? Oh, there you are. They make a butter flavored coconut oil that I love, and I don't know why I don't have it here handy, but okay. So we'll turn that on. It's like the old days. We're back in the kitchen together. I got to get my lights. Let's see if I can see your comments here. I pulled it up on my computer. Let's see. I think I can. Let's see. It's up. Yeah, I just got to shut the sound. Okay, we're on. 4 thumbs up. Thank you. That's so quick. Let's see if I can see the up. I can see the running comments. We have Sutton Kelly. Yes, it's like the old days. Patty. Bay leaf does really well too. So I have rice that's already been cooked in my rice cooker. You can do all kinds of things. I mean, you really can get creative. This is my modified dahl because this is what I have on hand, but you don't have to feel like stressed out if it's not an exact recipe. You're making a gorgeous sauteed onion spicy mix and then mixing it in with the beans and then serving that with rice and spinach. So it's really, really easy. Mohani Matahari, hello. Marina. Okay, so this is not going to be a very long video. This is just to get things started, show you what I'm up to. We're going to put in the mustard seeds. They're going to pop. And they kind of go everywhere, so you got to watch it. You don't just leave. Okay. Hello. John G is in the house. Aw, you guys were back. As you can imagine, I'll be making videos because I'm going to be here. I've been inside pretty much, aside from walks on the beach and one time to Air One in 13 days. So I did like some kind of self-quarantine before it all really happened. I was home. Just really, when I first heard about the virus, I'm like, I want to boost my immune system. And I really just stayed home and rested. And then I felt fantastic, but I was home doing artwork and enjoying myself. And now everybody knows that they need to be kind of, Dr. Sadeghi calls it, he calls it something, conscious cocooning or caring cocooning. It's so much different than social distancing, which sounds so separate. We just need to take care of ourselves. Thank you for loving my doobies, Sparkling Glitter. They're gonna, if you want to know what my doobies are, they're little drawings, and I think I'm gonna need to show you. I don't hear the mustard seeds popping. Anyway, the Doobie Universe is a page you can follow on Instagram. It's under the radar and so cool. Let me show you. Okay, so one day I decided I was using these office gel pens that are refillable. I was trying them out. And then I decided the next day, these are multicolored, and I thought, why don't I do a page that's gradated? Oh, they're so cute. Well, this is not the gradated page, but you can see. Anyway, go to the Doobie universe and you can see what I'm up to. Here it is. This kind of was like an all-day project. Anyway, so I highly encourage you to do, there, I hear them popping. So we're gonna put in the onions and the garlic and the ginger. Mix it up. And then we're gonna put in some garlic. Oh yeah. Garlic helps, antibacterial, antimicrobial. And guess what, you guys? I made the most amazing mix today. I'm so proud and excited about it. Is that I cook every day, John G. Yes, I'm making food every day, raw food, cooked food, and I feel so good. So if everybody's using this antibacterial stuff and it's chemicals, so you can use clove oil, you can use eucalyptus, you can use grapefruit seed extract. It's so powerful. And you put it in a glass bottle with water and you put 10 drops of clove oil, 10 drops of eucalyptus, you put in the grapefruit seed extract, and then that's your spray for doorknobs and handles and phones, and you can keep it in your bag or keep it handy to wipe surfaces, and it's amazing. Okay, stir. Stir, stir. So we have everything in towards the end. I gotta put the hing. Use so little of this. I can't really say how much. I just kind of give it a sprinkle. Too much and it could taste bad. So maybe, you know, I kind of love it. Like, it's medicine and magical and tastes so good. The house smells like garlic and ginger and onions. And it's delicious. So that feels like home. That feels nurturing. And even when I ate raw for 10 years. When I started transitioning, I did raw fusion. So cooking something like this and putting it on a fresh bed of spinach, having zucchini noodles and then doing something cooked, or cooking mushrooms and putting them on top of the salad. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know, this garlic that I'm using is olive oil with tons of cloves of garlic cooked on low for 2 hours. So I don't really think it fermented. It's just delicious. Now what? I'm going to put some of the lemon in. And we need salt, right? You have to have salt. A pit just got in. I'm going to fish it out. Okay, so now that's it. That's what I'm doing. There's going to be rice, steamed spinach, and what I do with spinach, which is easier than steaming, is you wash it, you put it in a saucepan with just a little bit of water at the bottom, like a teeny bit, cover it, and it cooks so quickly, and I flash steam it. So it's not like overcooked, and that's going to be the dinner, and I can show you guys on Instagram when it's done, if you would like that. So John G., when I was busy running around, I was eating some of my meals at Air One. I don't know, I was just a little bit more, less routine and more just kind of like, I would say distracted with my eating. Like, I didn't make the smoothie every morning, but for the past 2.5 weeks, I have been making a super green smoothie every morning and a tonic every morning. And it's totally changed my game. I am also having a little bit of bee pollen during the day, a couple times, 2-3 times throughout the day. So there are certain things you can do to boost your immune system. Oregano oil helps bust germs. Red pepper, any kind of hot pepper, kills germs, boosts your metabolism. Elderberry syrup, turmeric, ginger. If you can get your hands on any of that, it's great. Even if you just have powdered stuff and you make a hot tea. how do I just take a little bit of, like on a little spoon of the bee pollen. If you take too much at a time, it could give you an upset stomach. So I'm very respectful of the bee pollen. That will last me a long time. It's just really good for energy. So what else can I tell you guys? Is there anything else you want to know about how and why I love being home? I thought it was at first because I consider myself to be introverted, and the days that are the most luxurious to me are when I'm by myself and nobody's coming in and nobody's coming out and I can just relax. It's how I recharge. But it's also because I'm an artist, and having uninterrupted time to do my art feels like heaven. So I'm recommending that you guys do whatever feels like heaven to you. Read about whatever topic feels good to you. Don't plug into the news that much. In the morning, I check, see what articles, the latest articles. In the evening, I see the latest articles. But that's it. I'm not having an infusion of invasive information. Olive leaf, great. Extract of propolis, great. I love to hear what everybody's doing. So we are good to go. The dahl is not done, but it'll cook. If it's too thick and you want it thinner, add water. You could put a little bouillon. I have better vegetable bouillon I could put in cooking with the dahl. And you made a spaghetti sauce to freeze with lots of herbs and oregano oil. Wow, you put oregano oil in the sauce. How did that? It doesn't change the flavor too much. Fenugreek is great, cinnamon is great. Sometimes with this dahl, and I think I might add a little garam masala. I think I'll do that because it's so delicious. So we're going to make, we'll be making these soon. These are the not canned chickpeas. These are the dried ones. So let's sprinkle. I'll show you what this is. It's got a lot in it, a lot of different garam masala is cumin, which I didn't put in because I don't, yeah, so this covers me. This got the cumin, the coriander, and the cardamom. Black pepper, clove, cinnamon. Fantastic. This is so great to have in the house. So that's what's going on. And when I'm done, I could add a little heat. I might add a little bit of cayenne, something spicy, habanero. And then I serve rice, the spinach, the dahl, and then I'll put, if it's spicy, a little dollop of almond yogurt on top and some cilantro, and it's just a gorgeous, satisfying meal. And then have one of my tonics after that, and life is good. We have to treat ourselves with love at this time. Like, that's the biggest thing, is find the love, eat the love. For 2.5 weeks, I have made every single meal for myself, and I said it the other day in a video, and my friend Nancy said that she loved what I said. It's like eating my own love. Like, I am excited about the produce and the spices. I make it with love, and then I eat it, and I've been noticing the difference in my skin, in my mood, in my joy, in my weight. Like, I just feel like I'm eating what I want when I want, but it feels so balanced. And so I think I feel fulfilled with love. And oh, the spices smell so good. Okay, good. Just a couple drops of the oregano oil because that stuff is intense. Bragg's ACV steam. Yes, you have a lot of pollen there in Florida. Coconut water, so good. So stay hydrated. I love you guys. Please join me and play on Instagram. If you're interested in all of the work that I've done and the reason that I have not been on YouTube this past year, I did beautiful things that are affordable on my website that will help you find your joy. It's encoded, it's in the North nodes, and I've boiled it down for you. You can look up your North node for free on a chart, and then you can just buy that one video for $21. Then you go to part 2 and you look up what house your North node is in, and you can just get that piece of information. So I've made it really accessible, and literally Literally, it's helping people so much. So yeah, this is real respect for the food. Like, it's not food to make money. It's not food to get people to come back. It's just food, simple, pure food with just the amount of oil that I want, with just the amount of salt that I want, made with love. It makes all the difference. I'm telling you, I'm a testament to that, because last month I didn't feel that great. And ever since I started just systematically making my own food, like walking my talk, having my own smoothies, having my tonics, life has changed for the better. So bon appetit. Thank you, Marina, and I love you guys, and I will see you super soon.